The Ultimate Test Guide is now open for enrollment. Over 100 of the most common tests women deploy in any and all situations. Get a 40% discount and over 200 hours of bonus content this weekend only. Enroll this weekend and get a coupon credit in the amount of your enrollment towards Womanese Volume 3. Link in description. And then eventually you got it. Now, let me ask you this. How has your life changed since you were on Rogan, or has it changed?
Oh, thank you, Rogan.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a yes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot, right? Like, it's completely different.
No shit. Okay. All right.
You know,
I swear to God, I thought you were going to be the guy. Oh no, nothing's changed. I'm still, but it has changed.
No, I mean, I don't think I would be able to get the guests I get on my show had it not been for Rogan.
Right.
You know,
Jason Whitlock, I think, was on recently.
Yeah, Whitlock was on recently. Adam Curry, Scott Adams, Sonny Johnson. I mean, I could have got Sonny Johnson because that's my homie, but there's a lot of people. But, you know, he's highly respected, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You know, and people are saying, like, you know, I'm Joe Rogan alumni, you know, and I don't know what that stuff means, or I just know it means a lot to other people.
Yeah.
Right? To me, I don't get it. But if other people say, you know, graduating from his podcast is something meaningful, then I have to take that serious, and I have to take that responsibility serious, because, you know, he put me on the map in a very big way. Yeah. So, you know, I gotta
these days it's different, right? I don't really know. And again, I'm a child of the 80s. If you got on TV, if you got on the news, you were kind of a local celebrity, even if it was for 5 seconds or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But now Rogan's the standard. You could have been on Fox News. You could have been on this channel, that channel. Wait a minute. That guy was on Rogan. Right. That seems to be the holy grail of I've made it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, when we were hustling with our record labels and music, you know, I got us on TV a couple of times, you know, and MTV, and I was able to finagle some things. So it sounds like, and again, you've worked with 50 Cent. I think you said you worked with Mello at one point. So it's not like you haven't rubbed elbows with the. Yeah. You know, I was used to. I mean, I was a touring artist. Sure. So you know, we were opening for, you know, LMFAO when they were hot. Wow. How about that? We did Six Flags with Soulja Boy and some other notable, you know, Young Jock when he was hot, you know. Yeah. But we did a lot of notable shows, and I was in front of the camera a lot. We did a lot of interviews, and so and then with the 50 thing, you know, and doing a bunch of shows with him, you kind of just get used to being in front of the camera. So what you're really saying, Rogan wasn't shit. I was going to do that anyway. Yeah, Rogan was cool, but, you know, I was used to it already. Nah, it's not that. I think because, like, somebody asked me, they said, yo, how are you so comfortable on Rogan? And I'm just like, yeah, you look like you had been there forever. There was no nerves, and it was crazy, man. I was nervous going in, I'll be honest. Oh, okay. I was very nervous. Okay. But you have a good poker face, man, because I didn't see anything. I think about an hour in, I think you had settled in. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know, but I like to be nervous. Okay. You know, I was nervous today. I feel like if your nerves aren't, I remember that every time I wasn't nervous, I bombed my performance. Wow. It means that I didn't care enough, right? Yeah. Like I just thought, oh, I got this. Right. And then I'd bomb my performance. I noticed that on tour, but I noticed that all the times I was super nervous were like my best shows. Right. Right. It just made me just like have to just crack that shell and just defeat that, you know, because fear wants to hold you here. Right. And you've just got to like break out of that. Right. And that breaking out of that fear shield that it tries to keep you in just like makes you stronger. You almost move into an alter ego. Right? Okay. Like, people ask me, is Brian Sharpe and Hotep Jesus different? It's like, yes and no, but I do become the ego of that person when I'm in front of people, because you have to put like, well, now it's different. I think now it's more like putting my best self forward. Okay. But before it was just like being super present, I guess is the best way to say it. No, that makes perfect sense. Instead of being aloof and letting your mind wander, like I'm here right now, and we're doing this, and we're doing this to our best. It's safe to say that Mike Tyson was probably a lot more nervous in his fight against Michael Spinks right?
Yeah.
To be the youngest heavyweight ever, he wasn't nervous at all against Buster Douglas. Look what happened.
Yeah.
I'm a boxing nut. That's why I relate everything to boxing. But that's what that is, right?
Yeah.
If and I don't know, like sometimes I guess you can call it nerves. Maybe it's adrenaline. Sometimes you can be nervous but confident. You know what? I'm nervous as hell, but I'm gonna kill it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I was nervous, going into that, but I'm glad I didn't know how big Rogan was going in.
What?
But
wow! Holy moly!
I live in a bubble.
Okay, that's a good thing. Believe it or not.
And so, like, a lot of people, like, name names. I'm like, nah, I don't know who that is. And they're like, what?
You know who Rogan is?
Yeah. So when I said, like, I'm going on Rogan, they're like, what? Like, and then people, like, tweeting me, like, after it got confirmed, like, hundreds of people are tweeting me. And I'm like, damn, this is big.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This is big. So, like, everybody else is making me nervous. But I going in, I'm just like, this is the guy from Fear Factor. Like,
yeah, right. Right. With hair at that point, right?
Yeah, I'm like, just a cool dude. Like, I'm about to just sit down here and have a conversation with this guy named Joe Rogan. And then it's not until afterwards that I was just like, damn, that was big.
That was Rogan.
It's like, because, one thing I looked at, like, his YouTube channel, like, every interview he does 1 million hits. And I'm like,
that's right.
Whoa.
That's right.
That's huge. And then when I looked at my episode, it was like, it did 1 million. And I saw the reaction afterwards and the sales. And I'm just like, oh, I need to do this again.
To watch the rest of this interview, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. The link is in the description.